spiritual Hakeem, coming to y'all from Earth is Watching. Once again, it's my, what is it, 4th video, I believe. Many more to come, of course. I'm in this beautiful park. It's just a few months, you can show the park. It's just a few months old. Just felt like I wanted to get a little sweat in and skate a little bit today. Just got off I was injured for most of the year with a Achilles rupture, and came to find out that I'm still not ready to take it to full effect yet. So as you can see, it's really freaking fat and swollen. I was going hard today. But anyways, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Shout out to Ralph Smart. We love him over here. I came on today on this video just to talk. Nothing really important or nothing really on my mind specifically that I wanted to talk about. But what I would say is that today is beautiful, so let's talk about that. We could talk about, we could talk about animals and weather. So, I don't know if you guys been realizing, but I've been having more of a connection to nature and to animals, tremendously so in the past few years. When you start realizing everything is sentient, and everything has the same energy running through its course as you do through yours. It's immaculate. It's amazing. So I started, diving deep into just a lot of different plants in nature, specifically, what do they call it, baby? The ones we were just looking at?
Succulents.
Succulents, there you go. Thank you, my wife. My wife's behind the screen.
Hello.
So, I mean, and not just succulents. Can you pause it, baby? We are back. Respect your elders, people. So, I mean, yeah, I was diving deep into a lot of different plants and animals and their relation with their environment and everything, and just I wouldn't say necessarily comparing them to us, but just correlating them to us. And it's we are more the same with these plants and animals than you would think, and it's beautiful and it's amazing. And I've been wanting to say specifically the reason why I said in my last video, me and my wife were out. We wanted to be out most of 2020, and the reason why is because just the fact of vitamin D, the best form of it comes from the sun. And specifically in 2020, me and my wife were really on the road for getting supplements and things like that. I'm back. Probably just cut for a second for y'all. But yeah, our camera had an issue with storage, so we had to go and figure that out. I kind of forgot what I was talking about because I'm goofy sometimes. But I do know it was something about sentient animals and plants and vitamin D and supplements. There we go. Well, yeah, me and my wife in 2020, we were really, I'm sorry, my ankles. we were really focusing on trying to get supplements, and one of the big ones we were getting was sea moss, Irish sea moss, and we were getting burdock. I think that's what it's called, burdock root, and ginseng and all of that good stuff. Oh, we've been taking a lot of ginger shots. Oh my goodness, we love ginger over here. We've been focusing on that, and so we didn't want to stay inside that year. Put it that way. So we were out the whole time. Shout out to 2020. I don't think it was necessarily a horrible year, but it was definitely a wake up call for a lot of people. And it could have been a bad year for some because of losing jobs and everything. And I know one of my friends, Lee, he was in the comments last video saying maybe it would just be easier to go about things, getting a job right now that you might not like, just so you could, work towards having your more dream job in the future. And I definitely get him on that. I'm not necessarily waiting for a dream job or anything like that, but I am waiting for a job that I can put my all in, if that makes sense. I'm not necessarily, like I said in the last one, I'm not too picky. I'd work damn near anywhere if there's good people. It's with me, more importantly, it's I can't necessarily have people over my shoulders. That's one of my personal things. So like working in somewhere like a kitchen or something like that, where there's people, or an assembly line like Chipotle or something, where there's people constantly around you and on your shoulder, over your shoulder, is more not my thing. So maybe I could try to look for like a security job, or working like in the back of house of a place, stocking or something like that, where I could just talk my talk and just do my business and go about my day. That's more of my vibe. So let's get into the nitty gritty. I think one of the most one of the biggest factors of my personal spiritual growth and change was definitely meeting my wife. I think if you meet your soulmate, your twin flame, whatever you may call them, I believe that it definitely sets you up for a better roller coaster ride per se in life, because it just makes things more, it makes it more clear. And I just feel like everything was more clear when she came into the picture. I got a lot of signs and I listened, and I was ready for them, and got me to where I am now. I'm not religious. I have no quarrels against religion. I have not. My whole family's religious, including my wife's. I'm not religious at all. But what I will say is that I'm very, very spiritual. And I personally wouldn't really have a problem with religion if it weren't so misdriven per se, and there wasn't so many contradictions with how people could live. And I mean, just going to the book to decide how I should live, when I am definitely more than a book. It's just weird altogether. Anyways, and just the fact that there's not any religions that usually, glorify another. It's usually like Christianity is right, that's wrong, or wherever the case may be. And so that's why I became what I became. And I would call it, a lot of people laugh. People say spiritual, like, oh, spiritual. But it's I think it's I think when you're spiritual, I think you're just more conscious of where you're pouring your spirit into. And I just don't think religion is a good investment for my spirit. So that's where I am with that. Now, I'm not saying I don't believe in Jesus, or I don't believe in Buddha or something. I think I 100% believe in their people, in their being, in their essence. And you can go to Jerusalem right now and go see the cave that Jesus rose in. But I don't believe in religion. That's the thing. So let's move on from that one. I'm on a skateboard. It's one of my favorite hobbies, along with gaming. I love music, and I just love talking in general. And cooking has been extremely big in my life lately. I mean, I will literally cook for anybody and put as much energy as I would for my wife into their food, because I believe energy in food is transcending. And speaking of transcending, I want to talk about a program that transcended me when I was younger. going through those stages. I would call the lower 3 levels of our chakras. And it was called Reality Changers. Reality Changers, based in San Diego, definitely was a reality changer for me. Christopher Yanov, he was in charge of reality. He was the CEO or the founder, and he was in charge of it back then. Now it's a older African American lady. I forget her name, but it was so life changing because everyone there had a life defining moment, and we all shared it, and we all were hermanos, hermanas. We were all brothers and sisters there, and it felt good. It felt good, and we went on retreats. I would call spiritual and mental retreats that also had a lot of fun in it, but a lot of seriousness as well. My wife, she also went through a program that was similar to that called Transcendence, but it was a dance program, Transcend Dance, actually. That program is also amazing, and it's basically the sister program for reality changers in essence. And that's just a little bit of what carved us into what we are today. And it's amazing to be able to sit on the ground, have a hurt ankle, it's literally burning, and just not really give a fuck. Just living life. I'm just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Shout out to the cat down the road. You know what I'm saying? I just want everybody to take from my videos, if you would take anything, to please be humble and understandable and loving, and just remember that you could always go outside, get some fresh air. You could always plant your own food. You could always go to a tree and siphon out water. There's always choice. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. I love you. Be love, share love, give love, fall into love. And namaste. Peace.
Stay humble through all the pain and the sacrifice. Don't worry if you're doing it right, they gon' tell you you're doing wrong. So stay strong and make sure you keep on going hard. Stay humble through all the pain and the sacrifice. Don't worry if you're doing it right, they gon' tell you you're doing wrong. So stay strong and make sure you keep on going hard, for real. I know that shit be getting hard sometimes. You gotta keep your head up.